We've reached that time of year where GoPro releases a brand new camera, and this year brings us the Hero 11 Black. GoPro says they're turning it up to 11 with this new camera, and after the Hero 10's release last year, people have been expecting big things. Hey guys, it's Raymond here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the GoPro Hero 11 Black. And I know a lot of you out there are interested in the giveaway, so make sure to stick around to the end of the video, and I'll tell you how to win one of these cameras. So, what's new on the Hero 11? Well, externally, nothing has changed, and that's because all of the new features on this camera happen inside. The Hero 11 has added a new 1/1.9 inch sensor, which allows for 8:7 aspect ratio filming, along with 10-bit color, Hypersmooth 5.0, Hyperview field of view, 27 megapixel photos, and cloud upload. There's a lot to break down in this camera, but let's start off by comparing it to its predecessor, the Hero 10 Black. Like I touched on, there's no external differences in the camera, which might seem like a bummer to some people, but it works for me. This means that I can continue to use the same mounts and accessories as I did with the Hero 10. And I've always liked the size and weight of that camera, so I'm fine with them keeping the same design. The front and back screens remain the same, along with the removable lens on the front, which is always a bonus. The Hero 11 also films in 5.3K and 4K just like the Hero 10. But the new sensor and 10-bit color should make it look better on the 11, but we'll dive into that later. Now let's dive into the specs on the Hero 11. The Hero 11 can film video in up to 5.3K 60, along with 4K 120 and 2.7K 240. These specs are really good, and although they're no different from the 10, it should look better on this camera. Personally, I usually film in 4K 120 because I love to be able to slow down my footage, especially for underwater video, and 4K still looks incredibly cinematic. This also typically saves battery life compared to filming in 5K, so that's always a bonus. However, the Hero 11 comes available with a more powerful Enduro Battery, so hopefully battery life isn't something I need to worry about. Looking at the 5.3K footage, of course, it does look good. Here's a quick side-by-side comparison of footage compared to the Hero 10. And as you can see, the colors are actually a lot better, thanks to a never-before-seen feature on GoPro cameras. Now, the Hero 11 has built-in 10-bit color, but how much of a difference does that actually make? To break it down, the previous GoPros could film in 8-bit color, which allows for the camera to capture around 16.7 million different colors. Which I know sounds like a lot, but the Hero 11's new 10-bit allows for the camera to capture over 1 billion colors, which is just insane. This might be the feature that has me the most excited, because the more your colors are able to pop, the better your video looks. It especially has me excited for underwater video, because I spend a lot of time color correcting that footage, and 10-bit should make my underwater footage look even better. Looking at the side-by-side comparison to the Hero 10, it becomes clear which footage belongs to the Hero 11. All of the colors pop more in the video, especially the green in the trees. This is really exciting because 10-bit allows for you to create some really cinematic looking footage. You're able to distinctly pick out all of the different colors in the video. I didn't know what to expect with 10-bit color, but man, I was pleasantly surprised with the footage I got. Like I said, I'm super excited to test it out underwater to see how it works there. Now let's move on to probably the most talked about feature, the brand new sensor. For years now, people have been complaining about GoPro not adding a new sensor to their cameras, but they finally listened and added a new one to the Hero 11. To get technical, the Hero 11 adds a new 1/1.9 inch sensor, which allows for you to film in 8:7 aspect ratio. The sensor inside the camera is now almost a perfect square, which means you can do a lot more when cropping your videos. You have the option to keep the video in traditional crop, but if you want to make your video more vertical, you don't have to worry about losing any video quality, thanks to the new sensor. Basically, the Hero 11 allows for you to have your video any size or shape you want, without losing any of the video's quality, which is definitely a plus. The new sensor also helps you capture better looking video overall. It's nothing crazy, and at first glance it might not make too much of a difference, but nonetheless, footage on the Hero 11 looks better, plain and simple, which is all I really care about. Moving on, let's talk about Hypersmooth stabilization. The Hero 11 introduces Hypersmooth 5.0, and after the Hero 10, I didn't know how much this feature could actually be improved. The Hero 7 was the first camera to introduce this feature, and it revolutionized GoPro's camera lines, and to this day, I believe it is the most useful feature on these cameras. Side by side with the Hero 10, there isn't too much of a difference. Both cameras have tremendous stabilization, but when I was running, that's when I'd say the Hero 11 took a little bit of the edge. Looking at the footage by itself, the stabilization is just great. Like I said, it's what I believe to be the most useful feature, and is probably my favorite when I'm actually out filming. A big problem with action camera footage is the lack of stabilization, but the Hero 11 makes it really hard to have that issue. Now moving away from video, let's talk about photos on this camera. The Hero 11 introduces 27 megapixel photos, whereas the Hero 10 had 23. I really don't use my GoPros much for taking photos. I think I've only done it a few times, but the photos on the Hero 11 are somewhat improved. I can see a slight difference in photos, but it's nothing too crazy. I wouldn't say that there's a world of a difference, but the photos are still good, which is all that matters. Now let's move on to a feature that I'm pretty excited for, the Enduro batteries. The Hero 11 comes available with a new type of battery called the Enduro Battery. This battery is said to give you 38% more recording time, as well as do better in extremely hot and cold temperatures. Now, the only way for me to test this out was just by filming for long periods of time, and I have to say the battery does make a difference. To be fair, the battery in my Hero 10 started at 100%, whereas my Hero 11s did not. It was somewhere around 30, but I lost more battery life on the Hero 10 than I did the 11. It also helps with overheating. Granted, I've only used this camera for a day, but I've had zero overheating issues, and that's while recording in 4 and 5.3K with my camera on the whole time. This news will definitely make a lot of you out there happy. Now, when it comes to audio, you really can't tell too much of a difference. The Hero 10's audio is pretty good, and it's about the exact same on the Hero 11. Here's the audio on the Hero 10 Black, and here's the audio on the Hero 11. As you can see, the audio is basically the same, so there's not really any improvements there. Every GoPro comes with a typical linear, wide, and narrow field of views, but the Hero 11 introduces a new Hyperview, which is ultra wide. It wasn't until I got back to my computer that I was able to analyze this footage. The Hyperview actually looks pretty good. I really think it could create some really cool underwater and bike riding shots. I don't imagine myself using this much, but it's a really cool new option to have. So let's talk about my rating for the Hero 11, then I'll dive into whether or not it's worth the upgrade. After I heard about all of the Hero 11 specs and features, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed. However, after using this camera all day, I found myself loving it, especially when I got back and saw the footage it captured. The biggest things for me were 10-bit color and the new Enduro battery. I wasn't expecting it, but 10-bit makes a big difference in your video. I can't stress how excited I am to see how it looks underwater, because on land it captured great footage. And the new battery that comes with it is a game changer. I now don't have to worry as much about having to change out the battery on my camera. It also helps with no overheating, which is always a bonus. The new sensor was also a really nice touch. It doesn't make a crazy difference, but it's a really nice new feature to have on the 11. To break it down, when it comes to design and feel, it's just like the past few GoPros, but when it comes to actual video quality and performance, it's probably the best one. But is it worth the upgrade? Should I spend the extra money to get the Hero 11? For people like myself, I do like the idea of upgrading to this camera. If you're really into filmmaking and you care a lot about how your video looks, then this is the best GoPro yet. However, if you're a casual filmer who only uses GoPros for hobbies, and you have a Hero 10 or even the 9, then you'll probably be fine sticking with those. Now, if you're stuck with something like a Hero 8 or 7 and want a new camera, the 11 is the way to go. Especially since you can get it for $399 on the GoPro website. 10-bit color, the new sensor, and new battery make it a great camera for filmmakers. Alright guys, now it's time to move on to what you've all been waiting for, the Hero 11 giveaway. I will be giving away one GoPro Hero 11 Black to a lucky viewer out there. And to enter the giveaway, you need to complete a few requirements. The first requirement is that you have to be subscribed to my channel with notifications turned on. Next, you need to leave a like on this video. And third, you need to leave a comment down below telling me what you plan on doing if you win one of these cameras. comments. I will personally be selecting the winner from the comment section of this video. You guys have exactly 1 week to enter the giveaway, and 7 days from now, I will be picking the winner. I really want to ensure that this camera is going to someone out there who not only really wants it, but really needs it. These cameras have allowed for me to film what I love to do, and I want to give somebody else that same opportunity. Now, if you are chosen as the winner for the giveaway, I'll respond to your comment telling you that you won. I'll also put a post about it on my community tab, so be on the lookout for that. And lastly, good luck to all of you out there entering this giveaway. But that is going to wrap up today's video, but before you go, make sure to smash that like button, comment down below what you think, and most importantly, subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss out on awesome videos just like this one. I'm Raymond Tiller, and I'll see you on the next video.